you'll go with the first 2 levels and the boss completed.
Mm.
I can't tell you any of the passwords past that.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and start up with the tutorial here. So, okay. Hello everyone, and today we're going to be giving a tutorial here. Going to be kind of brief on Wizard of Oz for SNES. So, this tutorial is basically, it's going to be kind of like an advanced route, but with backup strats. So, first thing we want to do here is walk a bit, and then shoot that as late as possible. We want to jump really late on this platform, but not too late, because if you jump too late, you can land up there. So we want to jump around like the 3rd quarter. So grab this, shoot it around a little bit after the apex, walk, and then we're going to go ahead and get this phone. And then we're just going to be spelling out you are not in Kansas anymore. It takes a little bit to get used to how Toto moves. Yeah, you can pretty much buffer most everything though. And here we're going to create a save state for this jump. So, there's a really dumb way you can make this jump. I'll try to show you here. See if we can get it. You basically do like this thing. I'm going to go ahead and show it off here. If you hit jump and then a direction immediately after that, we're going to call that a buffer jump. So this is a normal jump. That's a buffer jump. So we're going to walk a bit, buffer jump, and then we're going to try to make that jump. I don't really recommend going for that, though, in a run because it's one of the hardest jumps in the game. So what I'm just going to recommend for a beginner is just grab this ticket at any time, buffer jump, walk, and then if you buffer jump after you get hit, you're guaranteed to make it. So here we're going to go in the right door, and then we're going to go every direction that there's a chair to hit us with. So it's not too bad. Stream's doing pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to get this ticket. We need 6 tickets in each world, I believe. And this ending part is really easy. You just pretty much want to make sure that you survive. And also remember that it's a lot faster to get hit in midair than getting hit down on land. We can jump over that lemon there if we're low on health, and that's stage 1. Okay, so this stage here is, it's not too bad. There is a frame-perfect jump that we can go for that saves about 1.5 seconds, I believe, that we can go for. I'm going to try a few times. If I don't get it, you can look back at my tutorial that I have of Yellow Country on YouTube, or you can look at my current Yellow Country individual level run. So, there's really not much to say here. You can't really mess up this stage too much, if you just follow the route. Let's see. Oh, nope. Gonna give it 3 tries. Wow. So, if you're worried about missing this jump, you might just want to go a bit early like that. And when you're seeing me go into there, I actually have to hit right, like, right now. So I don't get hit by that cat. You definitely do not want to get hit on this stage, so we're just going to move on now. But yeah, basically you can clip through there if you time it correctly. And we're going to be careful not to jump onto that platform there. We're going to shoot these 2 cats and jump to the end. So Yellow Country is really basic for the most part. There's not too much that I can really say on these levels. Other than just follow the route. And this level here, the big thing is health management. So we're going to start out here, we're going to mash. And then when we get to right there, we're going to jump and shoot at the same time, like that. So we can get through the sunflower. And it's not too tight. We're going to skip that bone. We don't talk about that bone. Now here, we have 3 health. You'll either have... You can have 4 health here, I believe. If everything went perfectly, you can have 4 health. You can take another damage boost. So you have 3 health. You can just walk here, take a damage boost coming up, and then you will have 2 health where you can pretty much just jump to the end. If you have 2 health, though, I'll show you what you do. So we're going to jump here, and we're just going to pretend I have 1 health. We're going to wait right here. When that guy goes on screen, we're going to jump to the right and just go like that. So you won't die if you have 2 health. coming at that one section. Basically, to hit that guy, you have to be waiting until he's standing upright, then you just basically shoot him 6 times like that, and it's a really simple fight. Okay, Saffron. So, let's see. Is it safe to go with Dorothy at the beginning for a tutorial? Yeah, I don't see why not. So, we're going to start out just mass jump. That's all I'm doing right now until we get to the door. This is really fast, really easy. Yeah. Now we're going to jump to the right, buffer jump here, and then we're going to jump here, shoe charge, switch, get the ticket. Now right here, I'm going to fall down. I'm going to try to get hit by the top wheel. Actually, I'm going to make a save state here just to be safe. I do not want to take damage on the ground, so I'm going to do that right there. So it's a lot faster than getting hit by that. It's pretty tricky to do though, so there it is. This part's interesting. We're gonna jump to the right, and then notice like right here how there's this section. I'm gonna buffer like left and right really quickly, so I don't take damage in the air, and I can damage you to that. That was perfect right there. So let's try to do that again. Oh, I missed it that time. It's a tough trick. There it is. Because for some reason, when you're at the latter part of your jump, if you buffer left and right, you'll not move left or right completely. You're just gonna like kind of fall down. So here, we're gonna shoe charge right, land, shoe charge left. We're gonna jump. We're gonna try to avoid this rat, but you can have bad RNG like that to the point where it's impossible. We're gonna fall down here, pray. Okay, we got unlucky, so this is the worst possible luck we could have had. We're gonna buffer jump right here just by holding button, shoe charge. Now we only have 2 health here, so we're gonna jump down, get hit, we're gonna walk down, and we're gonna jump. So, yeah, that's, if you have the worst possible luck, that's what you have to do on that level. Okay, right here, there's 2 different things you can do in this level. I'm going to show off every different possible strategy that you can do. So, this platform here, sometimes you'll miss it, and I'll try to show what happens if you miss it. So, I'm going to try to miss it intentionally, like that. That should miss. Okay, so you just keep on holding right and jumping, pretty much, and you'll be fine. Here, you can either use a shoe charge, or you can go down here, wait a bit, jump, 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 jump. And I recommend doing that, simply because you have a shoe charge for the border, and it saves a lot of time with animations. Now, here's the optimal strategy, and I'll try to show off a little trick that you can do. Actually, I need to talk about something real quick. So when we're jumping to that one leaf, what determines it is this brick here. That brick at the top. If you are near the edge of the platform and you're grabbing that brick, then you should make it. So right there, I guarantee I'm going to make it here. There you go. So I was trying to make a save state, but okay. We're going to do a shoe charge here. This is the optimal route. Right there, we try to avoid that brick to save 2 frames. We're going to jump here. But the cycle got thrown off a bit because of my failed save state. So, right about there, when you're just a little bit past half, like, right there, that's when you want to let go, pretty much, to make that. And we're going to jump here. There we go. And jump to the end, pretty much. So this level's pretty easy. There's lots of different things that you can do for it. It shouldn't be a run killer. Just with some practice, it's really easy. So, you'll see me skipping a lot of bricks throughout this run. It's just to save frames. So, we're going to go ahead and use our 2 bricks there. Or ammo shots. Okay, this part we're just going to hold down and left and pray. And just react to the RNG, pretty much. That's all I can really say. So here, we're going to hold right and jump. Walk a bit. And then we're just going to mash to the end of the level. We're going to be skipping in the brick too. You can get it if you would like to. The amount of bricks that you get is pretty much just runner's preference. I typically skip all bricks that I can just to save frames, because I'm crazy with this game, but yeah, that's how you get through that stage optimally. Notice, look where I jumped to. I'll put you on a perfect path, pretty much, and here, all that I can say is jump. There's just nothing to this level. Just follow the path that I'm going on. Also, be careful not to go into doors. I've done that by accident before. And get the ammo at the top. Okay. So coming up, we have our first border. There's 4 borders in this game. And these levels will be a run killer for a lot of people. So, first off, you're going to notice I just hold right and jump at the beginning. And then I have to pretty much hit right and jump as close to the same frame possible to make the next jump. Now here is our first tough jump. Right about here is when we can make the jump. When you're just going normally, it's going to look something like that.
How's everybody doing today?
You pretty much just, what I do whenever I'm going through doors, I let the door be sweet.
Looks like Winter's being extra playful today.
It really helps a lot, so there's a shoe charge there, just to save some frames and stuff.
Isn't she just amazing?
It saves about a half a second using that shoe charge there.
Bottlenose, Winter.
And here, we're just gonna jump with these tough jumps, and you're gonna notice when we just go to like tough jump to tough jump to tough jump, it may look extremely difficult, but you get in a certain rhythm to the point where it's not that difficult. It's all good. I see the recording right now. It looks like nothing happened to it.
No. I mean, it won't get caught in the video.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Also, I see that there's a fact for Wizard of Oz here.
Really? Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, it even says that the lion can climb trees.
Yep.
Poor JC. Could have read the fact.
Well, I think he did read it a lot. But okay, here we go. North Fork. This is going to be the first major tough level for a lot of people. So, as for backup strats, I'm not sure what you can do. Just work on this jump here. It kind of works the same way as the border jumps, except I think these are a bit more lenient, to be honest. So we're gonna jump there, damage boost, jump, jump, jump. And if you'd like to, you could wait for logs there. I don't know how that cycle would work. I've never tried taking this level safe. Now, right here, we have to know just by feel how fast to go or how much to wait before the platform. For the ticket. The ticket, pretty much, if you get the ticket, then you're golden for this stage. And you should be completely fine. Now, right there, as you notice, I jumped off of that one platform. So I can already tell you, I'm going to be a bit ahead of Cycle. So I'm going to wait just a little bit for the ticket. And then I'll be good. Wait. There we go. So just know your cycle. And also, one major thing to point out with this level is this one section, which I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about soon. Okay, it's coming up right after the ticket. Also, notice the buffers that I'm doing to make sure I'm on the right frame. Now, right here, I'm going to make a save state. I will most likely land on this platform here. Yes, I will. So, this is the other strat. If you land on this platform, you're going to jump there, jump there, jump there. Now, if you go that way, I guarantee if you keep on jumping, you will be faster than the cycle. So it is optimal to go here. So I'm going to die. Oh, well, almost. Not quite. I guess I went a bit slow at the beginning. But just keep in mind, if you take the bottom route, there is a pretty good chance that you might be going faster than you need to be. So you want to go fast, but not too fast. Because there you go. That's what will happen if you go too fast.
Can't be dangerous.
And you can look at that little log at the end. If it's like halfway between the platform, then that's pretty much optimal. Now here, oh boy, what am I gonna even say here? What am I gonna say here?
Charger bust.
Yeah, okay, so I guess you could technically get two shoe charges here if you'd like to, so you could just exit the level, go back, it'll respawn for you. But I don't like to do that. I like to save 5 seconds. So there's this jump up here that we can do, and I'm gonna go through the route with, I guess, the beginner route, because that jump right there is actually really ridiculous. So, okay, let's see if I can even remember it. So, what we do is we do this, we get that, we jump, we use a shoe charge there, and that's pretty much your backup strat for this stage. I have not done this route in forever, though. But yeah, if we don't want to do that, which I'm not going to just because I'm so much more used to the new route, we're going to go up here, jump right there, and you can actually grab one brick and still make it, but it's a frame-perfect jump, and it saves 2 frames. So go for it if you want to.
It's like how when you started routing this game, you were like, okay, where are there free bricks that I can get how to save time? Now it's like, how many fancy ways can I skip getting bricks?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so right here, at the end of the level, I don't know if this applies to normal route, but I'm just going to go ahead and show it. We can... Wow. We can just jump here. Is my B button? Okay. Oh my gosh, is my B button just dead? There we go. We can just straight up jump, and we'll land on this, and we'll still grab those 2 bricks. But if you want to save frames, then you can try to do something to try to skip those bricks, like walking just a bit extra there. But not enough that you waste frames. But I'll just show you that you can still make it with a minimum amount of bricks. So pretty much no matter what you do there, the end of the level is always going to look the same, regardless of whether or not you use that beginning shoe charge. So this is Cinnabar City. And I'm going to show you a route. Don't know what it's going to be, but... So you can use a shoe charge here, but I recently took that out of the route. And I'll show you what I do now. Okay, we jump up here. We just keep on jumping. Turn around. We want to land on these bricks. Land there. That actually skips that brick, which is really nice. But of course, you can always get that if you'd like to, if you're just trying to take it safe. Gonna keep on jumping. Okay, so coming up here. You can also go top route there if you want to save or get extra bricks. Right here, I guess you could theoretically jump across here. Take damage there if you'd like to, and you can just jump to the end if you're going with a route, the old route, where you use extra shoe charge, or like, I guess you technically could just shoe charge across all that fire, and you'll be fine. Like that. But what I like to do now is I fall down here, we need that ammo, and then we can just shoe charge there because we skipped the first one. And this is actually safe for even the fast route, so Cinnabar City is pretty much a complete joke now. I guess you can just use that shoe charge regardless of the route, actually, now that I think about it. So now, if you're going into the old route, you want to go back for shoe charges here. Because if you think about it, you'll have 0 shoe charges here on this level. You would use 2 here. I guess you would use 1 here. And whatever, but with the old route, just remember, you can always go back for shoe charges at Poppy Fields when you need it. So, we're going to try to jump right here. There's a jump that we can do. That it's like, there it is. You can make it through there with like a 1-frame jump without getting hit. It's actually not as hard as it looks. It's just hard doing from a save state. So, I'm going to show you both routes here, both the beginner and the advanced. So, starts right here. So now, if we did the beginner route, we would have gone back for shoe charges, and we would just have enough to be able to use one here, use another here, and then we would fall and get that brick. But we are doing the advanced route here, so we're just going to... I'm going to try on jumping. Okay. Now for the train. Basically, you want to shoot them right there, and just, you have 5 ammo here that you can use. And after you use your 5 ammo, you're just gonna go to Scarecrow and just try getting good RNG. I mean, there's not too much to say about this fight. It's just pretty much hope for good luck. The less he jumps, the better. And the reason I'm not going over that again and again with save states is because if you're using Game Saver, I'm just gonna warn you, if you put a save state on that room and keep on fighting the boss, your game will eventually crash.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that, like, it's... the RNG is set when you...
Well, that too, possibly. Yeah, but... So yeah, just don't use the save state in the fight. It's okay if you use it the room before, but not on the fight. So right here, we're going to jump... Well, actually... The original route for this stage, we would have more shoe charges, so we would use a shoe charge there, go over this guy, use a shoe charge here, and we would be on this. And we would have another shoe charge, but with this route, we unfortunately do not have a shoe charge to use to get that. So instead, this is what we do. We jump right there, damage boost, jump here, damage boost, jump, and there you go, pretty much. But now let's say, oh no, I wasn't counting correctly, and I accidentally used another brick on the train. Don't worry, just duck under that guy, and you're fine. I don't know if it messes up cycles really badly, but I think you'll still be okay no matter what, because you only take 1 damage from the birds. Now here, skipping another brick. Oops, I messed up. Just not paying attention. Okay, so we're gonna jump here, damage boost, use a shoe charge. So now we're on the right cycle, guaranteed. We're gonna use a shoe charge there, go all the way over. Now here we want to be pretty far to the right so we can make this jump. This jump is, it's a bit tight, I guess you could say, just for using shoe charge. Now here, immediately switch when you fall down. And pretty much just be a bit cautious of your health. So, right here, I have 1 health. There is probably a bird right above me, so I had to wait a bit. Oh, wow, nice snipe. I've actually never seen that happen before. So yeah, just be very careful. Do not get hit by vultures. Just make sure that you're managing your health very well. And this level is actually really easy. I don't know if there's RNG in the birds. There might be some, and if so, I just got the worst RNG possible. So we're just gonna shoe charge through this level for the most part. Yeah, you can also take a hit with Dorothy if you'd like there. So we have a lot more health now. There you go. There's a ticket right there on the top of the screen that you probably didn't see because I forgot to hit R. Okay, so right here, switch twice, jump, jump. Right here, I have a visual cue for this jump. It's right there. See how there's that little... Well, I don't want to really put my finger up to the screen, but just notice where there's like a little black space near Dorothy's foot. That's your visual cue. Then right there, like when you're standing right there, that's your visual cue to jump again. That'll altogether save you 14 frames, which is really nice. Like that. Oop. I accidentally went a jump early, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show it off. And for the most part, you're just gonna be jumping to the end of the level once you get to that point. There you go. It's a bit tricky to do. We're gonna use an ammo shot there to avoid getting hit in the ground again. And yeah, just keep on jumping, and walking a bit there saves a jump. So I think it's actually faster to walk. I'm not sure. I actually have to probably test that on emulator. But yeah, just jump to the end of the level. Uh-oh. Did the stream? Let's see. I don't know if it's my Wii U messing up or if the stream is down. I'm gonna refresh. I think the stream's fine. Okay, right here. Let's see.
And again, this happens with my own stream.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Okay. So, we're going to jump here. You need that guy, that scorpion, or else you will die. And the big thing here is just make sure that you're buffering enough frames, because this level's all in a cycle. Luckily now it's a bit easier to see the cycle with my new routes. But we're going to use Shoe Charge there. And, yeah, just make sure you know the cycle of this level. This level is really easy, to be honest. So yeah, we have just enough health there, and we get the Shoe Charge. Now, one big thing to note in this game is, whenever you get a Shoe Charge, if you have 0 Shoe Charges and you get a new one, you get 5. If you have 5 Shoe Charges and you get a new one, you get 3 Shoe Charges. So, that's pretty much why we waste a whole bunch of Shoe Charges in that stage. Okay, so here, just another border. It works the same way as the other one, just be careful if you need to. You can buffer all the jumps if you need to using that little leg trick that I talked about in the beginning. Okay. And of course, like, that may have looked really crazy to you. Just get more bricks if you need to. There's a ton that you can get in Crimson Caves if you just take it like a normal person. And you get the, like, big circle. There's a lot of bricks that you can probably tell I intentionally skipped. So here we're going to jump twice. We're going to stay neutral until we get that one brick. Actually, it's probably best for me to get that out. So that's when I hit right. When I got that first brick, when you heard the sound, that's when I hit right. And you want to basically... You can make it through this stage with 2 health, so I'm going to have 2 here. And I'm going to show you the backup strat, basically. It doesn't really waste any time, it just wastes an ammo shot. So here, it's right, 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 left, left, and then right to the end. It's not really too bad now that we have that new Navy Village ticket.
The later bridges are really...
Oh yeah. Well, they're crazy if you take it the way I do. I basically skip about 20 bricks that a normal person would want to pick up.
The old route for one of the bridges.
Yeah, that's true. Purple was always hard. Now it's just ridiculous. And I'm
one of the bridges was still ridiculous, even with JC.
Well, JC, he still went back for yeah, he went back for Shoe Charges for the purple border. I do not, though.
I was gonna say, without the Shoe Charges, it was like, oh, I'm gonna skip some more bricks and make the bridge even harder.
Yeah. So, yeah, notice what I did there when I shot that one vulture. Oops, I messed up. That's okay, though. You can just do that if you mess up. But only we want to jump near the end of that spring, and we're fine. And also, I know I'm probably not doing the best job explaining anything. If there's any questions, I'm more than happy to answer anything with this game, because I love this game. I know quite a bit about it. I've probably played this game somewhere around 200 to 300 hours, and I practice a lot every single day off stream. Like, you may think like I don't play this game much because I don't really stream it all that often. I do complete playthroughs of this game, usually 2 to 4 playthroughs a day. So it's quite a bit. And this stage, just follow what I'm doing. It's another really easy stage. Just, yeah, make sure that you're always ready. This jump here is pretty precise. Just wait till the end, jump, hit left there near the end so you can grab that one brick and Shoe Charge there.
Yeah,
Smolt Furnace is going to be the worst to explain.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay. Here we're going to jump, walk a bit, jump. Apex we're supposed to shoot. We try to shoot that frog there. Can be a bit tricky. There we go. And that'll put us on the absolute perfect path. We'll get hit here though, but other than that, it's really fast. And getting hit there is actually surprisingly faster than not killing that frog. Here, when we get this ticket, we're basically going to hit left, then a few frames later hit right. Oh, that was too quick. Those platforms are actually really weird, those wooden ones, because believe it or not, they're actually designed how they look. Like, they're the one platform in this game that looks visually correct. Okay, these bricks here, why did I go through that door? You can get those bricks. I don't know if this will go back to the door or not. Okay, it doesn't. I'll just replay the level, but you can get those bricks at the end if you'd like to. I skipped them, though. I'm a maniac at this game, so I prefer to skip those bricks rather than, like, waste 2 seconds getting them. And, yep, where am I? I'm not thinking. But yeah, it saves it saves frames, because I believe it's 2 frames per brick when they're being calculated, and that's the main reason why I try to skip so many bricks. So, if you're just going normally, well, there you go, that's what I was trying to do before. If you're just trying to go normally, you would want to switch to Scarecrow and grab as many of those bricks as you can. But I'm not going to do that, just for sake of showing things off, but definitely grab those bricks if it's your first time playing through the game. Just spare yourself the insanity.
You have a serious question about this game?
Mm-hmm.
How many frames a second is it running at? Because that...
This game is 60 frames per second.
Oh, okay.
And also, yeah, those brick jumps that I'm doing, they're either 2 or 3 frames. JC says they're 3, and I'm not sure. I need to test it. I will eventually, like, mess around with a lot of things on emulator with this game. Okay, Smalt Furnace. So, I'm going to actually explain this level 2 different times. Once, I'm going to show off the RNG manipulation, and then second, I'm going to show the normal man's route. So, RNG manipulation. We want to mash here, and... Okay, this has like a 50-50 chance of making it. It did not make it. I'm going to show you what happens and what it looks like if you do mash correctly. That is correct. So we do not want to get hit by that little steam thing. It does 2 damage to Dorothy, and that's really rough. You can make it with 3 health from here, but it just doesn't make things fun. When you're making these jumps, notice there's a little crease in the middle. That's where we want to jump. Here, we're going to fall down, jump right there, wait a bit, get the ticket, and move on. Make these jumps the same way. And we're going to mash here. We're going to jump 1, 2 times, wait a bit, jump over him, get hit there, jump once, wait a bit, jump over him. Hold right enough so that you can go through that part. So now here, one of a few different things is going to happen. So I got hit once there. So that means that we're at a risk of being too... Yeah, that's what'll happen if you get hit once there. So be prepared to watch out for that. So if we get hit twice here on the Steam section, that's your cue to know, hey, I might have gone too slow. But you can still make it. As you saw I did there, just for some dumb reason I clipped through that platform. So basically, you have a few different choices. You can just fall down here, you get hit once there, and then you can just damage through that. You'll still have enough health, so you can just go through that. You can also go through that without taking a hit. Now when we get to this section, we're going to buffer jump right, switch to Tin Man, go down here, hit him once. The RNG is going to be set usually only for the first variable, though. So yes, we do have enough. There's a few different things that we can do. We can go down here. We can try to make the second jump, which buffers it enough so that you will only take 1 hit from the... Oh, no, you won't get hit at all by the fire, excuse me. But notice, I'm always around the same frame set, so usually it'll do that. Just, you do have to usually try to go for the very end of that platform in order to make the cycle for the for the rat boss, so you usually always want to be making this jump. But yeah, you can very easily click that platform. You have to be very careful. That's why I typically try to wait very late when I'm trying to jump there. So, now when you're making this jump, if you're low in health, you want to wait till right about there to jump, so when the first... Actually, I messed up. It can either be when the first water droplet on the top is either halfway or a little bit more than halfway. That's typically where I'd like to jump if I'm low in health. So here we go. That's not gonna make it. Okay, it's close. So yeah, you can make it fast enough through here though, to the point where you only take 1 damage to the steam. If you take 1 damage to the steam, you're golden pretty much. But make sure you know when you're gonna make that jump and when you're not gonna make it. And yeah, it's hard to explain. Now, the easy strat is to start out the level with Scarecrow, and then you'll be fine from there on. So this is the normal pattern. And you can also, on that last hit, you can hit him with an ammo shot and it'll kill him. Now, basically the normal route is just start out with Scarecrow, and then at the end switch to Dorothy. Because basically, Scarecrow takes less damage from steam and Dorothy takes less damage from fire. But the fast route does that reversed. So, it basically makes it so you're taking a ton of damage on everyone, and you just barely make it in the end. But, yeah. You can also use a shoe charge over the water droplets if you, skip a shoe charge somewhere else, basically. But anyways, let's go on to the next level. But to make sure you do what I did at the end to manipulate the boss each time, and you have to be going at a certain speed in order to make it. Now, regardless of what route you're taking, start this level with Dorothy. You want to start this with Dorothy, very much so. So, yep, this level. So, basically, when we're starting out, we need to have visual cues for each jump. That is your visual cue for the first jump. So we're going to jump there, buffer jump right, we're going to wait a bit, jump left. Here I'm just mashing, I'm simply mashing, jump in left, jump straight up, buffer jump, right, and that'll make it. We have to wait a bit, buffer jump to the right, and we're just going to mash here. That's the one cycle there. It's one of the hardest tricks in the game. Here, we can use a shoe charge here, but it makes things a lot more difficult. That only saves like a second or two, and it makes the route so that it has one of the hardest jumps in the game coming up soon. So this has gone absolutely perfectly so far, so we're going to take 1 damage, 2 damage, with just Scarecrow, and that was perfect. This jump here, we're going to wait to the end, buffer jump left, walk a tiny bit to the left, and then get the ticket. Now, if you did not use that one shoe charge earlier on the hourglass, then what you can do is switch to Dorothy, because we have to be Dorothy anyways at the end, and you can just use a shoe charge here, and it can make things easier, but that's a second slower. You can also just use shoe charges for both jumps, and then go back for shoe charges before blue border, I mean. Yeah, you go back before blue border, or I think. But yeah, these jumps, they're not horrible when you grind on them for a while. They're pretty easy with Scarecrow, honestly. So if things went well like they did for me when I was going through this stage and everything, then it's pretty much free to make these jumps. And make sure you pay attention to how I was damage boosting on the soldiers. And yeah, that's pretty much Indigo Palace. It just takes a lot of practice. That's the only thing I can say. It's a tough level. Now here...
To start shouting the...
Yep. Okay. It's all good. So we're gonna switch 3 times there. We're gonna just jump straight to the right, buffer jump there. Now here, you can do one of 2 things. You can jump straight here, and then make a kind of precise jump here. But what I prefer doing is just jumping from that platform, because if you notice it, I will always make the second jump if I make the first one, no matter where I am, as long as I do not go any farther to the right. And I really like making that jump up from the top of this here. It's kind of runner's preference, but I will always prefer that, because then I always make the water jump. But for jump here, that can be a bit of a difficult jump. You kind of get a feel for it. But the reason I like being Dorothy for these jumps is because I feel that Dorothy falls off of platforms, not as badly as the Lion does. But I've always said this is personally probably one of my worst levels in the game. Like, it's an interesting level. We're gonna make a save state there. Okay, so pretty much the best way to make this jump here is just take a moment and just see if you're on the right, pixel. So notice where Dorothy's foot is. If it's right there, then that means that we're fine. So if it's like halfway, then we'll make it. But I typically do not take any time to make sure that I'm right. I kind of just go for it. Like that. Another thing I like doing when I'm making that jump is right before I land, I like hitting just a bit to the right. Like right now, I hit right. And that makes it really consistent. We can jump from here to here, but let's say, oh no, I missed it. Then what we can do is we can jump to the left, like that. And shout out to JC for that strat there. But what I like to do is the hardest strat in the entire game. Jump here, turn, make that jump, and keep on going. I don't know if it's necessarily the hardest strat, but it's tough. Now right there, we have to use a shoe charge. That's one of the few jumps in the game that is absolutely required that you use a shoe charge. Okay, blue border, almost there. So, yeah, another border, not much to say. If you get more bricks, it won't be this bad. You can use 2 shoe charges on this level as well, I believe, if you take out some shoe charges, or if you go back, but if you just go like that, it's easy peasy. Make sure you're basically going through 2 sets and then making a jump, and you use your shoe charge if you're following my route. Okay, so this level is really easy. But there is a brick that we absolutely must get, because it saves like 4 seconds if we get the brick. So I actually kind of go out of my way to go a bit extra to the right just to ensure that I'm going to grab the brick. And just make sure you're counting like which mushrooms you're supposed to land on. Here we want to go on that one early so we don't get hit by the teeth there. And I actually never knew that was even possible to go like that there. Okay, right here we're just going to jump right, land on this, go a bit to the right. Notice where my foot is, jump to the right, and we'll grab that brick. That was the brick. That top brick is the one that we absolutely must grab. I just found a new strat while I was making the tutorial. Wow. That was incredible. Okay. Here we're going to switch 3 times, jump right there. Notice that column. We're going to Wiggletron right there, right there, right there. And we are buffering intentionally so we get the right cycle. Why did I not jump to the right? So you're going to notice in this level, there's this toy soldier that is really annoying, and there's this fire. We buffer so that we hit the toy soldier with our ammo and not the fireball. Also, if you just straight up mash here, then you'll be alright for that, for the not the spider monkey, the flying monkey. And here, right there, a bit after the apex, we want to jump. Here, walk to the end of the column. Now right there, I just took a while to pause, but that's normally when you want to jump, and you'll be okay. Wait to the last second there to jump. That's a pretty tricky jump. Here, if we got hit by the soldier, we want to wait just a bit so we don't get hit, because we want 3 health. Now, we'll either have 3 or 5 health. If we have 3 like I do here, we want to wait for this flying monkey. If we have 5 health. We can just damage boost through him. So I'm just gonna wait there. The route doesn't change regardless. I mean, you take 1 extra hit with Scarecrow, but it doesn't matter. This jump, it's pretty much the same as every other precise jump. You can buffer it if you need to the same way, foot halfway. But it's not that hard of a jump, to be honest. So here I have 3 health, so I'll damage boost, and then I'll use a shoe charge. Switch to Scarecrow, jumped right. We intentionally missed that platform. Want to damage boost that guy. We can use a ammo brick to only take 1 damage. It's a very important mechanic to note. Now right here, we can clip through these blocks by jumping halfway through that pillar, and then pretty much any time as long as we're on the left of this brick. Just this jump here is a little bit difficult to make, so might take a little bit of practice to get used to. Just make sure you have visual cues for a lot of these jumps. Okay, here I just recommend hitting R so you can basically see where you're going and just pray for a good pattern. You'll typically have 3 health there, or so you should never really get hit 3 times. But yeah, switch to Dorothy. Basically, remember in this game, after every boss, always switch to Dorothy. 100% of the time. Okay, Amethyst. This is where it gets interesting. So I like doing a completely pointless 2-frame jump in this stage. So we buffer here, jump. Pretty much I always say like go bit halfway. Now here is where I do my 2-frame jump. You can jump to this platform to the right if you'd like to, but I just have a feel for this stage and it's a lot easier when I go for this 2-frame jump. 2 or 3-frame, rather. Wait a bit here, halfway, jump quickly to make that cycle. Make sure you know the cycle in this stage. Halfway, jump. And we're just going to mash to the end, basically. And make sure that you are going to land on this platform here. So maybe walk a bit and jump to the end. If you did not get that 1 brick, then there is another brick that you can get in that stage optionally that's below the platform, actually. I'm going to load my state so I can show you the backup strat. Good thing I remembered to do that. I'll even show you, like what happens if you don't go for the precise jump. So we're gonna make a save state here. So you can just jump here. See, it looks so weird to me if you don't go for that 2-frame jump. I don't like it. Halfway, jump here. Okay. So a bit after the apex, we're gonna shoot. We for some reason can shoot right past that. And we just jump to the end like that. It's a bit slower. I don't like grabbing that brick at all. Oh. So now I'm just going to go to the end just for brick count. Using my preferred strategy for that 1 jump. It just looks better when I go for that 2-frame jump. I don't know why, I really like it. Another pointlessly difficult jump. But yeah, that's Amethyst. It's honestly an easy level. Okay. Now we're at Lilac, which has personally what I believe to be the hardest jump in the game. So we want to make sure we're making good jumps there, so we can get this now. This is the best part of the game. You just mash and jump to the right. But it gets more interesting eventually. Right here. So what we want to do is jump here, buffer, jump right, hardest jump in the game, I got it. Walk a bit, and we grab the ticket, shoe charge, and I'm just going to tell you, if you're planning on running this game, do not use that strat. That strat is completely dumb. So, this is the normal strat here that a human would want to go for. We would want to jump right here, use a shoe charge, and then we would wait for this cycle here. Wait, and then when we get to the last one, we can just jump, and then we'll make it on that branch. And yeah, this is just a really, really, really hard jump that I just made 2 times in a row. Yeah, I promise it's the hardest jump in the game. I'm not missing it right now, but I promise you it's difficult. I really do. I promise. Just make sure you know where you can make that jump if you're gonna go for it, and there is backup. If you miss it, just... Pretty much, if you miss it, you're gonna land on a lower branch, and you can just pretty much jump up. Or you can just use a shoe charge, grab the ticket on the bottom, and then wait for the clouds. So if you miss that precise jump, just wait for the clouds. You'll lose a lot of time, but yeah. So here we're gonna jump twice. Apex, we're gonna shoot that. We're gonna jump here to the left. Try to avoid that bat. It is possible, but you don't really want to rely on getting it consistently because it's not gonna happen. Okay, coming up here we have a pretty cool ammo shot. We're gonna hit B and Y at the exact same time, and then basically do a buffer jump right. So I'm hitting B and Y at the same time, and then letting go and hitting right, just like that, and you won't get hit. It's a really cool looking jump in my opinion. Okay, time for the best part of the entire run. Just follow the path. I'm pretty sure this is the optimal path. This is something I really haven't messed with too much, but I can see why it would be the fastest route. I just don't like Toto minigames in general. Oh. Well, I mean, the music is really nice and everything, but I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me.
Don't get it.
Okay, this part, oh boy, what am I even gonna say for this? So, get that ticket, walk off so you don't get hit by that, avoid that fish, shoot at the last second there, so your thing clips through there, jump over the rhino, make that jump, it's kind of precise, jump there. Okay. Oh, we skipped 2 bricks here, but I don't think it really matters, so... Let's think. Okay. So, there is a backup strat that we can do. Okay, so we want to jump right here around where this flower is, and that can manipulate this bat sometimes to fly to the left. It's not really that consistent, but there you go. That's what you want to happen. If you're unlucky enough to the point where he doesn't move, you're just gonna pretty much jump once and then let him fly above you, and you'll be fine. Now right here, oh boy, you can jump up and go through this section and get these bricks if you'd like, but that's the safe strat. That's no fun. And you would finish the level like that, but if you're like me and you just want to skip all bricks and everything, you can just go through here. You can actually just wait for this little fish here if you don't have enough health, and then it'll put everything on the right cycle so you don't get hit anymore. But if you have enough health, you can just damage boost. Right here, just wait until he goes up and you can just walk under him. Now, if you took this route, you're going to have so few bricks that there's a required shoe charge that you must use in order to complete this level, because we only have 13 bricks. So, another thing to point out is, you notice how the first time I used a shoe charge, and I went to that one platform with all the bricks, there are 5 more bricks after that if you use another shoe charge off that platform. So you can potentially have 9 more bricks at this point. But, yeah, we're just going to go through this level really quickly here, without the anything. And, yeah, just, if you're planning to run this game seriously, be prepared for this masterpiece here. There you go. So, yeah, that's the easiest level in the game right there.
Man, I thought the border looked hard before. I was like, oh man, you got all these like 2-frame jumps and all that. Oh no, now that's all it is.
Yeah, there's no jumps that aren't precise there, pretty much. Okay, so now we're at the Emerald City, and regardless of how you make it here, you pretty much want to have 4 shoe charges. If you need to, you can go back. I know JC did that in his one run. That's another precise jump there that you can go for, but there's not too much to say about this level, except that I'm probably about to blow someone's mind when they see this new route. It's so beautiful, it's gonna probably make you cry, I'm just saying. Like, I've never seen a route so beautiful before. Okay, you can sometimes get hit there if you don't do that properly. Now here, I always recommend just buffering for this jump, because it's a silly jump. Use a shoe charge there. Use a shoe charge here. Oh no, I forgot a key. What am I going to do? We're gonna take damage here just for fun, and I'll show you the other strat. Okay. What is he doing? Okay, I'm out of here. And we're in the last room of the game! Hooray! Yeah.
What?
It saves 20 seconds! I'm serious.
What?
It saves 20 seconds. Okay, for this room, we're going to jump up here. And it doesn't matter if we make this jump or not. I kind of prefer not making it, so we can just jump up there. And we do not want to land on the top of those bricks there. If we do, then we will likely get hit. But if we don't, like that, then let's continue on like normal. Here, jump. You want to land on this lower one and jump near the end. And you won't take any damage. That's Wizard of Oz.